records me, it doesn't record any of you. It's just because of the Zoom. Zoom's doing Zoom things. Um, okay, so welcome to another class. Just have your feet shoulder width apart. We'll do a little bit of a warm up and do a little bit more on the floor stuff as well. We were kind of getting into that again. Anything you want to be mindful, you want to be respectful, you want to listen to your body, and you want to pay attention. So anything that doesn't feel like it's what you want to do, then you can do something else as long as it's something active and, you know, could be a different exercise. I'm quite cool with that. Okay, so just have your feet shoulder width apart. Sink your hips. Hang on, it's gone cold again. I will put my... This might have to come off again later because I was in Barry's class earlier and it was pretty full on. And yeah. So feet shoulder width apart. Gently draw the toes in so that you're activating the arches of each foot. You want to sink your hips. You want to relax. Just gently breathe. Breathing in and breathing out. Relax the hands, relax the elbows, the wrists and the shoulders. Just take a few slow, deep breaths. Relax around the jaw. Just gently breathe. Just allow yourself, yeah, it's almost like you ease yourself into the correct alignment and correct posture. Then notice what you're hearing, so you're listening behind as well as listening above. And then turn the waist. And we'll just start with some loosening. We'll do some joint mobilizations and keep breathing. Sink the hips. So when you're doing these arts, you're observing while you're adjusting to correct things yourself. And got your sleepy tiger eyes. Just gently breathing in and gently breathing out. Hey, oh, that's more like it. Full class, fabulous, almost full class. Great stuff. So just gently breathing in, gently breathing out. Just allow the arms to relax and lengthen. So when punching, it's good to have relaxed arms, or any sort of a strike. You want to be relaxed. So I've been watching Sana Masley's Savat videos. They're amazing. He's an amazing guy. Really good. Turn, show you that from the back. So it's a dual thing going on. You're focusing on what you feel yourself internally, and you're also focusing on what's happening externally. And then raise the arms up. So I missed something in Barry's new exercise, so I can share that with you today, as I was studying it this very morning, about 10:15 with him. Very good. Okay. Let's bounce and shake. Keep breathing, very good. And okay. Keep going. Yeah. Just turn up and join in. You don't need to tell everyone what you've been up to. But thank you. So, yeah. So you mindfully lost track of time. I love it. Oh, great. Yeah. So just relax the arms, relax the shoulders, relax the hands. And we're just letting the arms drop and fold, drop and open, drop and fold, drop and open, drop and fold, drop and open. So you're using your whole body as a spring, like a giant spring. Okay, now we're going to twizzle around our elbows. So we twizzle around the elbows, there we go. Very nice. And then when you do the twizzle, you also have the stretch. So you're opening the chest. But at the same time, sinking these hips, making sure your hips are nicely sunk. Relax around the jaw and really floppify your arms. So with this one, as soon as you make the contact here and here, oh good, the sun has come out, fabulous. As soon as you make the contact, it slides off like butter in a warm pan. You know, it just kind of slides off. So you don't want to it's almost kind of useful advice. You don't want to get too stuck or attached. Just let it go, and then move on. You know, it's really good. So yeah, we had a very talking about mindful. Amy. On Wednesday, he does a lot of the kind of mindful aspects of Tai Chi. He's got a new class on a Thursday afternoon now. I'm going to try and make it because it's really good because he meditates a lot more than me, does Mike. He's actually got a physical kind of embodied understanding of the importance of the meditative mind states in these arts that are quite yeah, even more so actually I would say than Corel. And keep breathing, but we can tap into that, you know. Okay, we'll do 4 more. 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then just take your time to check your posture. Make sure your ankles, knees are softened and relaxed. Just gently breathing in and out. You've got your chin resting on the imaginary small ball, so breathing in and out. And then that one. I much prefer it outside on Zoom. It's just, there's a few train works going on that you can hear in the background, but there's a lot of birds singing, so that kind of makes up for it. Okay, we're breathing and relaxed. Very good. Very good. Just feel the ground under the feet. So again, you're drawing the toes in, so you're activating the arches of the foot. You're letting go in the lower back, feeling that open. We're breathing. Fabulous. Yeah, do remember to breathe. It is quite useful. Highly recommended activity. Okay, 4 more. 2, 3, 4. Right, we'll do Barry's one. So you punch up like that, and then you just come down. So the punch up, it's not it's not like a, yeah, you just, but you keep your shoulders, you're not doing this, you're keeping the shoulders contained. So you're yeah, and also you want to soften as well. While you're going up, think soft thoughts here, that might help. So here we go, we'll do 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you get a stretch as the arms fall down. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Halfway. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 and 30, 31, 10 left, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39 and 40. Marvellous. Okay, so I went to Barry's 100 club on Wednesday night. It was brilliant. We did 100 of everything, and it was wonderful. I can't wait till next Wednesday. It'll be awesome. So sink the hit. We're going to do a slightly different one where your hand is like stuck on the leg, and then it moves across. But you want to make sure that your knees are in line with the toes, especially when you're doing the turning. It can be quite tempting to bring the knee out of line of the toes when you're transferring the weight and doing that. You're doing the outside turn, so it's the outside turn, but you want to resist that temptation and develop a new habit of having your knees in line with the toes all the time. It's better for the knee joint, keeps it happy, and also it practices your mindful attention. So it's all good stuff. And yeah, like I've said before, be mindful, be respectful, pay attention, listen. By listening, it's not just listening with your ears, it's kind of listening with your kinesthetic awareness. It's kind of sensing. Yeah, sense what's going on. Yeah, that's right. Not just listening, everything. Everything. Okay, so you have your hand like this, and you like that. So like you're pushing. So if I show you on the punch bag what that moves for, just have a look. Because you're very relaxed, you go like that. So or I got my baseball hat in case it gets too sunny out there. Yeah, so it's that kind of thing, but it comes off the hip, like a gunslinger. Comes off the hip. So it's this very, very loose, very loose. Where's my hat? Yeah. So that's one I did with Barry, and what he did is he got punching like that, and then I was practicing that as like a block. But you keep it nice and soft. But if you've got a punch bag at home, you should be able to get them. I mean, obviously, if this was a real life, not that I've been in one, real life situation, you'd have your other hand up in a guard. But for the exercise, it's okay. It's more you're practicing your. We did it as a drill. Now the thing is with drills, they're quite far away from an actual real life situation, but they give you tools that might be useful in one. But you know, things like guards, distance, not being there actually, that's the best self-defense. Don't be there. You know, I did a great version of that. I've been having some gigs and things in London, and I was on the last train home. Oh, it was grim, and there was a load of people who ain't wearing masks, not wearing masks, and they was also very, boozy, and so I removed myself from that situation by not being there. I went to the other end of the train, right near the door where I could get lots of ventilation, because I didn't need to be there, and that's always worth bearing in mind. Yeah, best self-defense. Don't be in a situation, then you don't need to do none of that stuff. So it's about your situational awareness. You know your audience. You know, and there we go. So that's that, and then you can try it out on a punch bag at home. See if you can get it to move, or get a friend when we can actually physically contact. And you can try practicing knocking their arms. I mean, Barry's arms, they're like steel rods, they are. It was murder. I wanted to wrap big towels around my arms, because I was punching him. It's like, not like, I was like, oh, that's really painful. It's really impressive. Really impressive. Okay, now we go to this one. So you turn the waist, and just allow the arms to really let go. Really let go around that shoulder joint. Remember, it's a ball and socket joint. Ball and socket joint. And then the other thing that's happening is your knee and your hip goes forward, the knee and the hip goes back, so there's a rotation thing. imagine a central pole that you're rotating around. If that doesn't help, just forget what I said. It's fine. And we've got a spring. We've got a spring. We're springing. Dumpty dumpty dum. Very nice. Ah, nice. Yeah, I'd forgotten what the sunshine looked like actually. It was like on yesterday. We had a beautiful day. It was like, what's that funny yellow thing? Not seen that before. And then I saw that rainbow. Thanks for letting me know about the rainbow. That was great. I watched it out my bathroom window. It went all the way round, and it even became a double one after a while. So thanks for that. It's great. So keep breathing. Turn the waist. Turn the waist. So you're tuning into your back and tuning into your natural springs. And also the ground. So I've been watching Master Fred Howe's videos. He teaches in Taiwan. Really nice guy. I'll send him my music stuff when I get it. And he very interesting chap, but very soft, but he has this saying, heavy as Mother Earth, soft as water, light as air, although when he says it, it sounds like the most profoundest thing you've ever heard in your life. He's got the gravitas that I don't, but he's and explain the importance of remaining calm. You know, calm mind, good chi. Angry mind, chi no good. He's just brilliant. Angry mind, face red, chi no good. So, you know, watch out for that. Don't get... You want good chi. Okay, and then this one, we'll just do the wobbling. Okay, so we'll do Barry's brilliant warm-up exercise that I love, and I've even done it. It's slightly changed. Those of you that were here with me yesterday, we did a version. My interpretation of it, I haven't quite. I mean, I did something, but he did it. I got to have a proper look because we did it today. That's very good. So, it's a little shake out. I'll just. Right, I'm going to overheat, so I'll have to. I'm not as bad as yeah. Okay, so we go like this. We go 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. He actually did this one in the middle. I don't know if he has a particular order or not. Let's do another one. 7. And one more. 8. Nice. Okay, then. So it's like a little way and then a little further, and then you got like the strop in the middle. It's one of my favourite exercises at the moment. I think it's brilliant. Now the last bit he does is a bit different than what I thought. So he either did it different or I didn't quite get it the first time I... So these things are kind of like works in progress, especially if you've just stolen it off your teacher and from half an hour before, you know, you do realise that these things... Subject to alteration. Okay. Nice. So what he just watch for a bit and then we'll join in together. So this bit I'd got right. Then what he did, he kind of went down that way and then came up. and then came down like that. That's what he did this morning. So it kind of comes down and then comes up, and he had his hands was definitely open, which is what, because I was just doing it like that. That still worked, but he was doing it like that, which is different and has a slightly different feeling. So let's do what he did this morning. Fabulous. It's really busking it, isn't it? So here we go. 1, 2, 3. And this way, this one's a bit slower than the other stages of this exercise. What was it? Mimicry is the highest form of flattery, or something like that. Barry is awesome. But I'm not buying a puppy. He's just bought a puppy for his, and it's brilliant. But it kept wandering about. It was fabulous. Okay, and then once more with feeling. There we go. Fabulous. Okay, let's legs. 3, 4, 5. Just gently warm them up. 7, 8, 2. Soft knees. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, this time swing the leg up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 2. You can have your arms up if you want. That's probably good practice. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, kick across. 1, no, kick out, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hamstrings, same side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Opposite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tap the sides of your ankle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Kick forward with the side of the foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, let's do a little bit more arm stuff, and then we'll do iron butterfly, dragon surge teacups, Garuda, leg murdering exercises. Yeah. So, shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Same arm, opposite direction. 1, little turn. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Garuda waves its wings. Not Garuda, Pen waves its wings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other arm, other wing. Nice. Okay, next, dragon serves teacup. So we'll do 20, and then we'll also do some moving around ones as well, just to kind of get us moving. Sink your hips, get your posture, so you're in a kind of not too enthusiastic horse stance, and elbows out, and then breathing in and out. Oh, fabulous. And off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. Dragons, everybody. 6, 7. So there's lots of different. You could do the big version if you want to do the big version. 8. If you don't want to do the big version, don't. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay, and then lift off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Nice. Okay, let's yeah, just very come up, look up, come down, look down, look up. This is adapted from what I did with Eva. Look down. There's some coordination going on. Look up, look down, look up, look down. Very gently turn. 1, 2, not too far. 3, keep the arms relaxed. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, semicircle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Back to the middle. Horse stance, iron butterfly, and 1. We'll do it at a moderate pace. 2. So you can do this sitting down, you can do this in a smaller stance. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Push out. Okay, your left shoulder, 1. Your right shoulder, 2. Left, 3. Right, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Last one. Come up, interlock the fingers, stretch up, turn to your left, turn to your right, back to the middle, over to the left, back to the middle, over to the right, back to the middle, legs straight, back straight, fold in the hips, bend the knees, thighs parallel to the floor, open the chest, push down, come up, stretch up, turn to the left, turn to the right, back to the middle, over to the left, back to the middle, over to the right, legs straight, back straight, fold, bend the knees, open the chest, come up. One more time, turn to the left, turn to the right, over to the left, over to the right, okay, horrible leg exercises, brilliant. I'll just go grab my chair. Just have that nearby. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're just going to have your right leg back and I'll mirror, and you've got your arms up and you're just going to swing the leg. I'll show you from the front. You're just going to swing the leg up forward. It doesn't need to be high, you're just warming this. We warmed them up a little bit, we're just warming them up a little bit more. So we're going to do 10 swings with the right leg, 10 swings with the left leg, and then more nasty things. Excellent. Right, here we go. Ready? And begin. 1. I'll show it from the diagonal so you can see a bit better. 2, 3, 4. It's good for building up your tummy. 5, 6, stomach muscles. 7, 8, 9 and 10. Okay, other side. Get your posture. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, just like this. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Posture, sleepy tiger eyes, listen behind and above. Calm. Here we go. 1, 2. Now don't worry if one of your legs works different than the other, that's normal for just one of them things, isn't it? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Nice. Okay, then we bring the leg to the hand and we do 10. Okay, here we go. Get in our posture first. Ready and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Okay, and bring your feet into a sort of that stance, and then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9 and 10. Brilliant. Let's have a quick water break and then we'll do the horrible leg exercises part 2. Horrible leg exercises part 2, very nice. Okay, so now you don't need to use a chair if you don't want to. What we're going to do is we're going to just like this, and then this comes out 10 times slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10, and have a little rest. And then we're going to do 10 fast ones. Ready and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fabulous. Right, we've got to do it the other side, so I'll bring my chair. So you can use a wall, you can lean against the wall, but you want to just take your time to check your posture first, so we're not in a hurry. When I do this with Barry, he does it quite quick, and that's good, but I want to emphasise correctness of technique. So you want to get into things slowly and not be in no hurry. No, there we go. So we get that, and we're looking, and we go 1, 2, nice and slow, 3, and then because we don't worry about balance, eventually you should be able to do this without 6, 7, 8. Just practicing, you'll be able to do it without needing a wall. 9, 10. Okay, have a little rest, and then we'll do 10 quick ones. Eventually we don't need the rest in the middle either. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right. Everybody's favourite. So there's a big lot, because of the trains, it makes the ground really uneven. So it's a bit, even with a thing on, it's a little bit hazardous. So we go out. Now we're going to lift this up and down. You can place your hand on there to feel the muscle working. You could have your hands up in the guard to practice the guard. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, that'll do. Okay, here we go. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now we go 1, 2, 3. So it kind of starts there and it goes 1, 2, 3. Like that. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. Other side. So always do both sides, then you're not leaving anything out. You want to be equal. Ready? Are we sitting comfortably? Now we shall begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fabulous. Oh, okay. And then grab your leg and kick up 10 times, or stretch up 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that stretches. 6, but you still keep a bit of a bend. 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. Good effort, everybody. Nice and tall. Off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't worry if you hear any weird noises in your joints. As long as they stay on, we're fine. 8, 9, 10. Brilliant. Okay, for fun, what we're going to do is we're going to do a Kuba. 1. We're going to practice our Kubas. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice. Okay, and then we'll practice our fouettes. So we'll go middle, low, high, and then middle, low, high. If you need to use your walls or your chair or whatever, just sort of see how you get on. We're going to try it. Actually, before we do that, yeah, try this. So just come forward and back. We'll just get our toes. 4, 5, 6. So this is something Ever showed me. 7, 8. It's a good one for getting the flexibility and mobility in the toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you can also walk forward and back with the toes a bit, just to kind of practice getting that, because some of the kicks you can go up on the ball of the foot with the kicks a bit. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go 1, 2, 3, change, 1, 2, 3, change. And we're just going to do that 5 times, so that's each leg, so that'll be 10 in total. We've got 5 times on each side. Okay, and we've got our guard up and we're going fouette. I think it's medium, fouette, I can't remember and high, medium, low and high. Medium, low and high. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and then we're doing a slow-mo version. 2, 3. He was much quicker was Salim Asli. He did it like mega speed. He's an amazing kicker. His kicks are absolute, they're like works of art. He's a professor of Savat, and his kicks are just fabulous. Fabulous kicks. One, 2, 3. Obviously in Savat you don't wear bare feet, you wear shoes. Chaussures, I think they call them, chaussures. And then 1, 2. Yeah. Yeah, Ollie would be shaking his head in dismay because I ain't wearing shoes. You don't want to kick. If you're going to kick someone, do it in, have something on your feet. Preferably steel toe caps. That'd sort them out, wouldn't it? Not bare feet. I mean, obviously you wouldn't look like this in the, if you was in the shops, you'd wear shoes. So it's sensible to practice wearing shoes. See, when I'm in class I'll be in shoes. I've lost count. Let's do one more round. Okay, that's great. Okay, then Chasse Lateral. So the Chasse Frontal, you have the toes up, and in the video he had one low one, medium one, and then he had this high one which was just fabulous. I can't do it, but it just looked, it was the most amazing thing I'd ever seen. But we've also got the lateral, which is like your side kick. So you come up, you turn, and then like what we did, 1, 2, 3, and then we try it on the other side. You come up, you go out to the middle, low, high. Now if you need to use a balance aid, go for it, because you'll be wobbling all over the place. So we'll do a few Chasse Laterals. Here we go. Medium, low, high. Come up, so just get your balance first. Medium, low, high. Now don't worry if you wobble all over the shop. It's fine. You kind of improve your balance as you go along. High. Medium, low, high. Medium, low, high. So I've only really got into kicking in lockdown, so I'm still kind of learning myself. Medium, whoops, low, high. Medium, low, wah, high. So take your time to get your balance first, I'm learning. Obviously in a real life situation you wouldn't have time to check your balance, but that's why it's good to practice balancing when you haven't got an actual opponent. Take your time. Medium, low, high. And use the other foot to adjust. Medium, low and high. Nice. Okay. Garuda spreads its wings. Let me just check the time. Actually, stop for another quick water break and then I can see what people have been saying. Yeah, be polite and alert. Ah, okay, thank you. Great, very useful information. So we're going to do the Garuda. Garuda spreads its wings. So I looked up Garudas on, they're these big mythological bird from Buddhism. So I think they're originally from India, whereas the Peng is definitely Chinese, as far as I'm aware. But do check, I might be wrong. So we're going to do the Garuda spreads its wings. So we start here, and you want to be, because you're a big mythological bird, you want to have excellent posture. Excellent posture. So I'm going to do my left leg, so you do your right leg, and then we'll swap, and we'll do it twice. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's another one I learnt from Barry. 5, Barry McGinley. 6, he's an excellent teacher. 7, he's actually teaching outdoor classes in London at the weekend. 8, 9, 10, he teaches on Saturday morning somewhere. Very, very, very good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Okay, other leg. So again, we want to have a good posture. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you can do this much slower at home if you want, when you're practicing at home. 8, 9, 10. So I do this one at different speeds. This is one of the ones I do most days actually. I love it as an exercise because I used to get quite stiff, painful knees, and it seems to have sorted them out. So I'm really happy about that. Okay, here we go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Great. Okay, hands on the hips. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's my 15 minutes to go warning bell. Fabulous. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, lovely. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Over and under. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then, yeah, with a spinal wave, we'll do 10. 1, 2, 3. So feel that all up your spine. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Okay, cross hook, cross, double fouette, and begin. Cross, hook, cross, 1, 2, 1, 2. Move around. Okay, cross hook cross, Cuba, Revers, hang on, Cuba, Revers, Fouette, Revers, Chasse, yeah, cross, hook, cross, Cuba, Revers Frontal, Chasse, Revers, poof. Fouette, Revers, Chasse, I think that's a Chasse bar, I can't remember. Anyway, here we go. So come forward with a push kick. Two, 3, 1, 2, 1. Whoops. 1, 2. Actually, do a lateral if you want. Practice a slightly different kick. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, and keep your guard up. Okay, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, nice and relaxed. Okay, this time we sit down on the floor and we like this with our legs, we have our hands up and then we just keep the feet where they are as best we can, and we go like this, like that. I'm a bit slidey on this thing because it's gone dry, but 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Okay, now this time we go like this and we come up, we come down, change, come up. If you want to use your arms, you can. Up. So you're kind of thrusting up with the hip. If you don't want to do this, do something different. Do some punching, do some kicking, do some stretching. It's fine. Okay, now like this, then like this. Like this, and then stretch the arm up. So this is another one I learnt from Barry. But the kicks were from Julie, Ollie and Morgan at the Cambridge Academy of Martial Arts. They're back in the hall on a Monday and Wednesday. One more time each side. Okay, now this time you take the whole body off the floor. Take the whole body off the floor. So you're using, this is really good for your bone density. It will help your bone density improve. What? Yeah, the big slope. Up. Okay, one more time each side. Nice. Okay, now this time you come up, kick, 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 kick. 5, 6, 7 and 8. Fabulous. Okay, so what we're going to do next, darn, we're running out of time, never mind. What we're going to do next is we're going to practice our roll. Actually, I'll show it from the diagonal, so you actually give myself a bit of a chance. I'll do it that way because the problem with the green part of this map is it's really hard to see. So, oh, that's much nicer. So what we're going to do, we have the hands like that, we come back, kick the head off the floor and just roll 2, 3. That's just going to keep annoying me. 4, 5, 6, 7, and one more. 8. Okay, now this time we're going to go back, roll up, uppercut, uppercut, hook, hook, kick, kick, and then we do it again. We come back, we roll, uppercut, uppercut, hook, hook, kick, kick, come up, roll, uppercut, uppercut, hook, hook, kick, kick, step back, come up, with your guard up, we roll, uppercut, uppercut, hook, hook, kick, kick. Okay, then what we're going to do the same thing, but this time in whatever lead we've got, we go jab, cross, hook, kick, kick at the end. Yeah, so we start here, we come down, roll, uppercut, uppercut, hook, hook, kick, kick, jab, cross, hook, kick. We roll, uppercut, uppercut, hook, hook, kick, kick, step back, jab, cross, hook, kick, kick. Sorry, that front kick was terrible. That's better. And then one more time each side. Uppercut, uppercut, hook, hook, kick, kick, jab, cross, hook, kick, kick. Uppercut, uppercut, hook, hook, kick, kick, jab, cross, hook, kick, kick. Oh, breathe in, breathe out. What a relief. Okay, let's go back. Do a little bit of stretching. We'll do a bit of floor stretching. So stretch your legs out. And we just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we go like this, and back, forward, and back, forward, back, forward, and back, forward, back, and one more. Okay, now the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and once more, 6. Okay, stretch up. Oh, lovely. Interlock your fingers, turn, turn. And then I'm going to this leg, bring the hand round. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring your legs in a bit. Bring that in. Stretch up. Turn. And then just lengthening in your lumbar. Eventually you can get the whole of your chest flat along your leg, apparently. Come back up. Swap round. Stretch up. It's a bit like trying to pull a thing out of a cork out of a bottle, isn't it? Okay, and then there you go. Okay, and then like that. Actually, yeah, we do that first. Let's get this right. I'll go back a bit so I'm on the mat. And then, oh, that's character building, isn't it? Okay, and then might as well tricep stretch. So you can do that standing up. I'm just staying sat down. In fact, if you want to stretch your legs at the same time as doing your triceps, that might be. I'm not. Tricep stretch. Okay, deltoid stretch. Deltoid stretch. Okay, right, we'll do a quad stretch. So what you do is you go like that, and just, this goes back. And 2, 3, 4. You can go like this actually. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It does your toes as well. 10. Okay, turn round. So this is like this, and this goes here. This goes next to your foot, and then you rock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And work your bone density as well. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Come back up. We'll leave the balancing leg one out. Just stick with this. Closer. Okay, embrace the tiger, return to the mountain. And then we'll see if it works this week. So we look super young. Rub the hands together and polishing the face. Rub the hands together again and give the lower back a rub. Fabulous. And then embrace the tiger, return to the mountain. Let me just put the no, it's too hot. I'll just look slovenly for the ending of the class. I think everyone did very well today. Too much stuff to... Yeah, never mind. I'll maybe try spend a bit longer on some of the punching and kicking next week. Maybe leave out the rolling about, but you get the idea. It's good to be able to fight in all dimensions. One more time. Beautiful, everybody. That looks great. Great stuff. And nice and tall. Check your posture. You want to have very good posture. You want to feel comfortable, calm, owning your space. And then make a fist with the right hand, left hand over the top, feet together and bow. Great stuff. Good job, everyone. That was fabulous. Well done. I will switch off the recording. Recording has